Hi, everyone. I just wanted to share a little story, something that happened over the weekend that got me thinking about something that I think is a behavior that's pretty common for most people. And I just think it's a really good illustration about how we can pay attention when we're doing this. So, I enjoy running. It's something I do really frequently during the week. I typically just kind of run by myself, maybe with friends once, but on the weekends, Saturday mornings, I am usually on trails in the woods with my friends. And this Saturday, that's what we were doing. And we were almost to the end of a run. And it was such a beautiful day. And another thing about me is that I'm always taking pictures. And I had wanted to take this picture. I saw something I wanted to take a picture of. There was this place where the water from a stream had kind of come in, and there was trees, and they were reflected in the trees, and then there was a little bit of ice on the top of the water. It just looked so beautiful and peaceful with the sun. And so I said, I'm gonna stop and take a picture, but you guys go ahead and I will catch up. So I stop and I take my picture, and I go back out onto the trail and I start running. And my friends are pretty far ahead now. And the next thing I know, I see a group of mountain bikers coming towards me. And the first one, he comes up towards me and he's like, "Hey, good job." And I said, "Thanks." And I'm like, "Well, that was really nice." And then the next guy comes and he's like, "You got this." And I realized that they had seen my friends up ahead and saw me way far back and thought that I had just kind of fallen behind or was tired, whatever. And so they took this little tiny piece of information. They had seen my friends up ahead and made up a story. And so that made me think about how often in life we take a little piece of information and we make up a story. I know this is something I need to remind myself about pretty frequently because our tendency is to assume stuff, right? To assume that because we've witnessed or gotten one little piece of information that must be the truth. And so it would be much more helpful to us rather than building up a story that isn't true. Not that this particular instance hurt me in any way. It certainly did. It kind of made me laugh. I thought it was kind of nice that they were, being encouraging. But most of the time when we make up a story, it's something that is probably hurting us, right? We might say, "Oh, this person didn't call me back. They don't like me," or "I didn't hear about this job I interviewed for. I must not be getting it." And so we take a tiny little piece of information and we turn it into something that really creates pain for us. And so what we can do is remember that if we don't have all of the information, we don't know what is really going on. So rather than jump to a conclusion that hurts us, we can say, "You know what, I'm going to just kind of understand that I don't know all of the parts yet, and if I make up this story, it will only be hurting me." So kind of taking a pause and a step back and saying, do I have all the information before I write this story that I'm telling myself? And so that's just a little reminder for you, and I just thought that was really a good illustration after my experience running over the weekend. And I hope you all have a really great day, and thanks for listening. I will talk to you soon.